Hello ladies and welcome to the Beauty Shaman. So I am wearing what I'm going to teach you in the next series. So I'm going to start with skincare, foundation, highlighter, concealer, contour, eyebrows, and then a great day work makeup. So this is what you're going to get at the end result. So let's get started. Hello ladies. Okay, so this is number 3 in my series of makeup basics. Okay, so I've done foundation, I've done some skincare, I did foundation, concealer, highlighter, a little bit of contour, just did that. Now I'm moving on to eyebrows, woo, because it's all about eyebrows these days. I know I see a lot of younger YouTubers, okay, we're a little in the older generation, and they're doing these really heavy duty eyebrows. And I think it looks beautiful on a younger face. But what happens is as you get older, our faces become more thin and more angular. So if you're putting like these really heavy lines on your face, what you're doing is you're making your face look more harsh, because as we get older we need the softness. It's all about softness. Okay, we want to dress more softly, we want to do our makeup more softly. So I'm going to do kind of how to do your eyebrows in a way that's modern, but it also is soft. Okay, so I really like to use eyeshadow with a thin brush. So this is the brush I like to use. This one's a MAC brush. But it's just a slanted, lots of lines make these brushes, it's just a slanted, simple brush, okay? And the reason I like this, and I like eyeshadow, to use this with eyeshadow, is because it gives such a soft line. You can also use pencils. I have eye pencils. I really don't use them. One of the reasons I don't use them is because I work professionally, and I don't want anything to melt, okay? So I'm a little nervous about pencil. Around the eye, I don't mind it so much because I can set it with a little powder, but I tend to avoid that. So I really like a soft line which comes from powder. Okay, so I have my eyebrows shaped. So, I do recommend, you can get them shaped once just to see a good way to have it, and then tweeze them so you don't have to go pay for it every month. It's up to you. That's what I do. But basically, you want it to start here, end there, and then the iris straight up is where that should start to curve. Okay. Now, shapes of eyebrows are actually very regional. Wherever you go in the United States or around the world, you're going to see different eyebrow shape. It's kind of a weird thing because it's a cultural thing. What is beauty and how do we translate beauty? It really is a very cultural issue. It's one of my favorite topics. But anyway, not going there today. So I'm going to use my thin brush, and I'm also using this color here. I'm going to pull it out of my kit. So it's kind of a cool brown because I've colored my hair into the color of a cool brown. This is actually Concrete by MAC. Because I'm really matching kind of what's going on in my roots, okay? Which is a cool brown, not a warm brown. I was doing warm brown for a long time. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to start at the uppermost point, and I'm going to I want to get this line correct, and then I'm going to soften down the line. So we're going to start here and pull it down. Just pull it across a little bit. I'm going to fill it in slightly. But see how slight that is? So it's just, I think I missed a spot. Just light, okay? So what I'm doing by just filling out the outer edge is I'm pulling the eye. When you look at me, you're going to see that it's going to pull my eyes out, which I like. Now that doesn't mean I want to totally neglect the inner part here, because I have a lot of little holes, which a lot of us have. If you have to totally color in your eyebrow, shadow's a great way to do that. Like if you have to draw your own shape, because it is just really soft, right? So look at that. So that's just a nice, soft angle. Now I'm not worried that there's still a little bit of holes in there because I don't want it to be super thick. I just want it to be soft. Okay. Very nice. Let me do the other one. Okay, so I filled in both eyebrows, focusing more on the outer edge, a tiny bit on the inner, and then I just, rub my hands over it. I just don't want that really thick, look. So I'm going to fill that one in a tiny bit more. Okay, so there you go. So that's my eyebrow tutorial. You can also, bring out your eyebrows by putting, highlighter right through here, which is one thing I already did in the last video. You can also put a little highlighter up here if you want, but that just makes that shape stand out even more. And that's if you really want to get more intense about this, more kind of, high tech, I guess. But, the simple version basically is, let's keep things really soft and towards the outer edge. I hope this has been helpful. Stay tuned for my next one where I'm going to go into just a pretty soft day makeup. Okay? Thanks for watching.